This is the probability Arizona Diamondbacks shortstop Jay Bell had to hit a grand slam against Oakland Athletics pitcher Jimmy Haynes on July 11th, 1999. On the surface, there would be nothing special about this home run if it were to happen. It wouldn't be a walk-off, it wouldn't go down in the baseball history books. No, what was on the line was a whole lot of money for someone just like you and I. $1 million to an ordinary fan if Jay Bell were able to crank a grand slam out of the ballpark. This is a story about improbabilities and baseball magic, and to make the moment even more special, Jay Bell has since said before the game he knew all about this moment. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Stark Raving Sports. My name is IcyVert. As always, please don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy the video, and also don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to stick around for more. And if you really want to help us out, don't forget to hit the bell icon down below, because we're pumping out a lot of videos each week for you guys, and we don't want you to miss a beat. Jailene Hoyle was a typical baseball fan just like you and I. Like most of us, she would watch her favorite team on TV, then listen to the town's local sports radio broadcasts on her way to work. But during the first full week of July in 1999, Jailene decided to call into her local Phoenix radio station, KNIX, as they were running a giveaway called Grand Slam Sunday, sponsored by Shamrock Farms, a promotional giveaway that would run every week of the season for Arizona home games. As this giveaway ran weekly because the odds of winning were so mind-numbingly low that both KNIX and Shamrock Farms believed no one would win. And the way this giveaway worked was extremely simple. If you lived in the greater Phoenix area, you could call into participating radio stations and you would get entered into a drawing. And then from that drawing, one lucky fan got selected to get invited to an Arizona home game on that Sunday, and as they got to the game, they would then be asked to pick a player and the inning of which they believed said player would hit a grand slam in. Jailene picked Diamondbacks All-Star Jay Bell, who was in the middle of putting together one of the better seasons in a really solid 18-year career, to hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Jailene's reasoning for picking Jay Bell was simple. He was just the best hitter on the team that season. So Jailene picked Bell as her grand slam pick as she entered the stadium. And remember, in 1999, there was no advanced stats that we get today with StatCast and other things like that, and there was no advanced probability calculations to truly know how many times a player would go deep on Sunday night home games. Sure, there were basic stats like batting average and slugging, but Jailene Hoyle, for the most part, picked Jay Bell just because of one thing. He was damn good at baseball that season. Legit, it was just a hunch. This was not that deep. She was not Billy Beane up in here. Although she probably did win more money than Billy Beane ever spent on the team, but that could be a story for another day. And her reasoning was totally right, as Jay Bell was in the midst of arguably the best season of his career. A season in which he would finish with career highs in home runs, RBIs, walks, slugging, OPS, OPS plus, and total bases for good measure. Bell's 38 home runs, 82 walks, and .557 slugging would actually lead the stacked 100-win 1999 Arizona Diamondbacks team. But no at-bat in Bell's career would be more impactful to Jailene's life than the one on July 11th, 1999, when he came up to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning versus Athletics pitcher Jimmy Haynes. Exactly as she was predicting, the scene was becoming set. First, let me put into perspective how slim Jay Bell's odds truly were to hit a grand slam in this situation. In Bell's career, he stepped up to the plate 8,525 times, and of those 8,525 plate appearances, Bell would go on to hit the ball 1,963 times, and of those 8,525 plate appearances, Bell would hit a home run 195 times, and just 6 of those home runs were grand slams. So if you were to blindly pick out a random at-bat from Jay Bell's career, which contained a grand slam, the odds of you doing so would sit at just 0.0704%, as obviously Bell was not known for his home run power, nor his abilities to hit grand slams, as they were just rare in general. As in a Major League Baseball season, there are about 135 grand slams a season, and to break that down, that means a grand slam is hit roughly once every 18 games, or once every 1,219 at-bats. And when talking about a grand slam like this, you must bring up who was pitching. And on the bump that day for the Oakland Athletics was Jimmy Haynes. Jimmy started 203 games, pitched 1,200 2/3 innings in his career, and faced a grand total of 5,417 batters. But most notably, he statistically is the worst pitcher of all time ERA-wise, with at least 1,000 innings pitched. Jimmy's ERA sat at a beautiful 5.37. To quickly finish up averages and probability totals, Jimmy in his career gave up 1,358 hits in those 5,417 batters faced, finishing his career with a .250 batting average against. 148 of those hits went out of the yard, and just 8 of those home runs were grand slams. So as you can see, we now have a guy that does doesn't hit grand slams, and a pitcher who didn't normally give up a ton of grand slams in his career. But on this Sunday night, it must have been fate, as these two men were set to face off. As the game entered the 6th inning, the Diamondbacks were trailing 3-2, and Jay Bell was actually scheduled to bat 7th that inning. So already from the jump, in the bottom of the 6th, Bell's chances of fulfilling the giveaway seemed very bleak. And then, to make matters worse for Bell, he was actually slumping this series versus Oakland, as he was 0 for 12 thus far. But the offense around him got to work quickly, with a double to left field coming off the bat of Steve Finley. Next, Travis Lee came up and grounded out to advance the runner to third. Then, David DeLucci hit the second double of the inning and tied the game up at 3. Damian Miller worked a walk, and Omar Dahl successfully hit a sac bunt to advance the runners over. Tony Womack also worked a walk, and the scene has officially been set. By some miracle, Jay Bell is actually going to get a chance to bat with the bases loaded in the 6th inning. Jailene was probably in the crowd just beside herself with anxiety, and honestly, Jay Bell was too, as this is not your standard at bat with the bases loaded in the regular season. In fact, it was so much more simply because Jay Bell knew he was selected to hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 6th inning, as one of his teammates gave him the heads up before the game. Jay Bell was fully 100% aware of the circumstances that had now been placed on him. It was basically a real-life version of the Seinfeld scene where Paul O'Neill finds out a sick kid was promised 2 home runs from him. Jay Bell even said he recalls walking up to the batter's box and feeling queasy and also weak at the knees simply because he was so nervous for this random person in the crowd that he's never met. Because he wanted to win Mrs. Hoyle all the money, as having the chance to change someone else's life was something Jay Bell was all for. As Bell stepped into the batter's box, he told himself not only to swing the bat, but to swing for the fences. He wouldn't be working a walk, and he would not be going down looking here. He wanted to hit this home run more than anything in his career, but for him to do that, he would have to overcome the insurmountable odds of doing so. And well, there's not much left to say, so here we go. Pitch number 1 was taken for a ball. Pitch number 2, called strike. Pitch number 3, ball. Pitch number 4, ball. Pitch number 5, foul ball. Pitch number 6, foul ball. And pitch number 7, the 3-2 pitch. I mean, you have got to be kidding me. Jay Bell just won Jailene Hoyle $1 million. Life is pretty awesome sometimes, you know, and baseball is so special for being able to make this kind of story happen. It's not a fairy tale, and Jailene Hoyle was the luckiest person in the world at that very moment. And the rest is history for this one. Jailene opted into a lump sum of money rather than gradual installments over the years to help instantly with home improvement and take away stresses of daily living. And as for Jailene, she never even quit her job and has happily stayed working even after the money and the fame she received from this event. Jay Bell has even gone on record saying that this was the highlight of his career, and no moment would top this for him or even come close really. And overall, for the bigger picture of baseball, this home run currently stands alone at the top as the most expensive home run ever hit. Well, at least it was the most expensive home run from a random giveaway ever hit. So, shout out to Jay Bell, or good guy Jay Bell if you want, for making Jailene Hoyle extremely rich and using baseball to change a normal person's life with just one swing of the bat.